It's been a long morning. It's the next day, day 2 of the Oaxaca road trip, and again we're in the middle of nowhere. We're trying to go visit her cousins, and oh, my chain fell off when I was going up one of these mountainsides, and it's still loose. If you take a look. It's really, really loose, and I can't do anything about it because they're in the middle of nowhere. So I just popped it back on, and I'm hoping that it doesn't cause me any more issues. We have probably 15-20 kilometers to go, but the roads look like this, and that's probably a good patch of road, to be honest. It's pretty bad, but so I'm hoping we don't have any issues with that. It's yeah, I really got to focus when driving and stuff. But hey, this is the adventure I signed up for. And that's right, I'm glad we're going to visit these people because, I mean, I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's a really cool experience, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's stressful. It's stressful, but it's a really good experience. And I mean, just check out these views. God, this is like easily, this has to be one of the most beautiful places on earth. Like, just look at that. At least in all of my travels thus far, I've yet to be impressed quite like this. And the one thing that I was thinking about is I can't imagine what it's like to live here, because it's just hours, like, to the nearest, like, real civilization. I mean, we just drove like 30 minutes or so. I mean, it's about, so I suppose you're kind of missing the story. We got to the town where her cousin said she lived, but then when we got there she was like, oh no, actually it's you know, blah blah, you know, about an hour and a half from there. So it's even further. Now I had an appointment last night, so we had to stay in the hotel there, and but yeah, it's just in the middle of nowhere. Like, you know, I can't imagine what it's like to live here. Like, you're pretty much, these communities are pretty much living off the land, I imagine, you know, and just pretty much self-sufficient with just farming and ranching and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. And you can tell that I get a lot of funny looks too from being here because I think especially the Mexican people here are a lot darker, right? So I contrast even more than I do in like Mexico City or other places. So I stick out like a sore thumb, and people are looking at me like, what the hell is this guy doing here? But yeah, so let me see if we can get some more footage of that drive and get there already. I'm wet, I'm tired, nothing's dry. It's just raining nonstop. It's kind of stopped now, but it's still like misting a little bit. But God, it is beautiful. It certainly is worth it. It's just, I'm just kind of tired, exhausted. More driving. I haven't been able to get a lot of footage because I didn't charge my GoPro batteries last night, but I hope I got enough to give you guys an idea. Otherwise, I'll make sure to record more on our way back through here, because I think we're going back through here the other way tomorrow. But yeah, check it. It's just so gorgeous. Look at this. Yeah, chain fell off again. Oh, but that's alright. Just throw it back on. And she says there's probably mechanics in the next town over. Supongo que es la comida que compraste.
¿Qué?
Es la comida, es la problema.
Ah, es el problema.
Entonces, con nosotras y maletas fue bien, pero con la 5 kilos de comida es demasiado.
Sí, supongo. ¿La dejamos acá?
¿Dejamos qué?
La comida.
No, está
¿Qué
bien.
es el problema? Pues la dejamos.
Bad news. Shut up, turkey. My chain fell off probably 4 or 5 times. Now it broke. Luckily, it's only about 5 kilometers, probably to the next to the town we're headed to. So when we go there, hopefully somebody can fix it, or there's another one that I can buy. And hell, it's about 3 miles. It's a good, decent hike, especially with the altitude and everything. So get back to you. Okay, so you just kind of missed out on a lot, but this guy over here drove by, and we just paid him 250 pesos to take us to the nearest town, and well, I should say the nearest town big enough that where I could buy this. It was about a 30-minute drive. Como 30 minutos, 25 crees. Para llegar a. Ajá. Yeah, so 30 minutes or so. So we got this. There was 2 options. There was one for 180 pesos, which was the Italica brand, and then this one for 270. And I figured for like $4 or $5 more, I might as well grab this one, right? De acuerdo? And so yeah, I'm about to change that, and hopefully we don't have any issues. I think this is higher quality, I'm pretty sure. And this was bound to happen. I think the chain was pretty cheap. It was getting warped and whatnot. We could tell when we brought it there. So I think it was bound to happen. It was just kind of bad luck that it happened in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this is where we're at. Nice view, but not a good place to have mechanical problems. So let's get that. Chica, dile hola. She's a bit shy. So we got here, and I'm not sure if I caught the video of me fixing the chain, but we got there. We got here. This is the cousin's house, the house of the cousin of my friend there, and it's pretty neat. I mean, we're literally in the middle of nowhere. So we got up that hill that we were trying to climb. We literally had like 2 miles left to go before we got here. And we got up the hill. We asked the first person we saw, we were like, hey, do you know where so-and-so's house is? Because there's no addresses or anything like that around here. And yeah, the guy, he was like, oh, I'm her father-in-law. So, like, oh, focus? Okay, cool. He's like, yeah, I'm her father-in-law. He's like, yeah, I'll take you there. So they helped me tighten up the chain a little bit, make it more fit better, and then we're here at this house. So I'll give you a little kind of quick tour. I don't want to obstruct their privacy, but I'll give you a quick look into what it's like. But it's pretty neat. We're in this little town of like 200 people at the top of this mountain, and from what I can tell, I mean, there's nothing here, right? So, like, what people do is they generally, it seems that people kind of have, like, a side job that they do. And then their main thing, of course, the dogs just decided to ruin my clip here. But the main thing that they do is they have these farms. I don't know if you can see the corn behind me, but it's pretty dark now. But they have these little farms where they have some corn, some animals, like a few chickens, you know, there's an avocado tree over here, and then these are peach trees, you know, and then they have like a little something on the side. So they use this all for food, except for the avocados. So they sell the avocados because the avocados are expensive, right? So they sell the avocados. They might sell some other byproducts they got. But then, for example, the father-in-law of her cousin, he builds houses on the side whenever there's demand. I mean, I'm guessing it's just somebody in the village saves up some money and hires him to help them build a house, you know? And then the husband of her cousin, he's joining the military. And then again, her father-in-law, he went to the United States and he worked in the States for like 5-10 years or something like that, and then came back and built this house and stuff. So I think it's kind of people just do things on the side to pay for electricity and and stuff like that. There's no running water. I think they have a combination of they collect rainwater and then they also get some from a nearby river, I think. So there's an outhouse over there, but it's pretty peaceful. I mean, I say that just as the dogs start barking a bunch. It's a really nice area. It's really quiet, just really peaceful. People are really nice and whatnot, but it's definitely, I can imagine wow, I didn't have myself in frame for like 5 seconds there. I imagine it's a tough way to live, you know, you're just sort of living off the land and your community and stuff like that. It feels like kind of going back in time 20 years, hell, more, 50 years, you know. But it's pretty interesting. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end this off here. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys like this. It's definitely an adventure to get here. How's it going? Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Ariana.
Ariana. Bueno, mucho gusto en conocerte. Estoy haciendo un video. ¿Y de dónde eres?
De acá abajito.
Ah, ok. Qué bueno.
Es mi nieta.
¿Sí? Ah,
Mi
ok.
nieta. Sí,
Bueno,
vive aquí abajito.
sí. Eres amigable, ¿no? Qué bueno. Yeah, see, I don't know. This little girl just came up and said hi to me. Yeah, they're friendly. It's a cool place. I think soon we're gonna run back to that town that we just came from, and we're gonna go visit her cousin or something like that. So, but yeah, it's really pretty. Just really peaceful. It's weird. Like I came here and it's kind of easy to forget about everything else that's happening in the world right now. You know. All right, it's getting me even darker. You guys can't even really see me anymore. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.